Why should you choose planning or strategy as a career? I suppose for me it always comes down to just one word really, which is people. Um, if you're the kind of person who's interested in people, sort of endlessly curious about people, it's a pretty good career to choose actually. I mean, you don't have to like people. I mean, that's really important. You don't have to like them. You just have to be interested in them and why they do things. If you've found yourself all your life asking why, why do people do that, or why don't people do that? It tends to be quite a good career because you're always asking that question. So, if you find that you were always, as a kid or as you've grown up, more interested in sort of how questions and why questions, it's definitely the career for you. If you're more interested in what questions or when questions or where questions, I mean, there are other careers available. I mean, and within agencies, good careers, useful careers, interesting careers, account handling, media, whatever. But they're more of the sort of when questions and the where questions. And the what questions. If get into production, get into creative. But if you're really into the whys and the hows, then definitely planning is for you. Because you've always got to look at why people are doing things. Because naturally, you're always going to end up trying to get people to do something, or not do something, or do more of something, or do less of something, or contribute, volunteer, get involved, and you're going to have to look at the motivations behind people and why they do that. So it doesn't really matter what your unit of creativity is. It can be PR, it can be experiential, it can be social, it can be digital, it can be old school advertising, it can be everything in between. But generally, what you're trying to do is you're trying to understand why people are doing things. And I was always really fascinated by that. I could never quite work out why people did things, so I looked into it and I was interested in it. And then things like behavioural science and evolutionary psychology and the growth of these things and nudges, really interesting, trying to understand what is the motivation behind people. Because we're all fundamentally just humans. It's the thing that all target audiences have got in common. Whatever they are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever your demographic, they're all human beings. And so we've all got the same motivators fundamentally. So it's really good to delve underneath all of those things. And if you like that, if that sounds cool, then you should definitely, get involved and do planning. I mean, if not, then great. I mean, do something else. I'm not here to sell it to you if you don't want to buy. But yeah, I mean, I've loved it. I've done it for 20, 25 years. Every day's different. All the questions are different, and it's fun, and you'll get paid for it, which is really useful. You'll find, when it comes down to things like rents and mortgages and buying things. So, yeah, loved it. There are careers where you'll make a lot more money than doing this. There are careers where you'll go home a lot earlier, you'll work a lot less, you'll probably work, you'll go home much earlier. But you could do one of those. But if you want to do something where every day's different and you're really interested in those questions, then yeah, I think you should sign up. I mean, if you don't like it, you can always go and do something else.